Americans are still paying for the Iraq War that lasted nearly a decade, and costs are still expected to surge. When the conflict started 10 years ago this month, it was expected to be short-term and a relatively small expense to American taxpayers and Iraqis. But statisticians and policy analysts reveal that the Bush administration was grossly mistaken.
It was not worth it, and we shouldn't have done it. We did it, and so we're going to have to live with the consequences, one of which is going to be the continuing costs of this war, because it's not just the $2 trillion we've spent so far. You're going to have to take care of these people for many years.
A study by the Watson Institute from Brown University indicates that the Iraq War has resulted in at least 189,000 direct war deaths and cost more than $2 trillion. When totaled with all the expenses, including interest, costs could top $6 trillion through 2053. The report is called Costs of War. It calculates the equipment and logistical costs of the Iraq conflict, as well as the amount of human casualties. Authors note there could be hundreds of thousands of more Iraqis dead because of war-related hardships and illnesses. The report highlights the blunders in estimating the costs of war in Iraq, which were initially said to be $50 to $60 billion. But experts say it may be even higher than what's being reported.
There has been talk of billions of dollars that are unaccounted for. That's in addition to the cost itself, to the money that we can account for.
Not only were financial costs underestimated, but some experts say that the size of the human casualty rate in Iraq and the U.S. were also underreported.
If you had told the American people back in 2003 we're going to, invade Iraq, it's going to cost, almost 200,000 Iraqi lives. You're going to displace 1 million Iraqis. You're going to have, almost 5,000, American men and women killed. You're going to have 30,000 with physical wounds, hundreds of thousands with mental wounds. So when Iraq could have an election, you'd have been laughed out of the ballpark.
The report, Costs of War, is available online. Colin Campbell, Press TV, Washington.